Crieff is an old market town situated in Perthshire, Scotland, near the Highland Boundary Fault. Here are some pictures I have taken or collected over the years. This is Ingles Garage shortly after it was built. Notice the sign for Ethel Petrol which says, "Knock out that knock," and the Co-op Fleshers or Butchers at the bottom right. Now converted to the Shaman restaurant. The last thatched cottage in town. This is in Hill Street. And now, in the year 2009. Here is the High Street, 1850, looking west towards the square. Notice there is no cinema, and the town hall, this side of the clock, extends halfway across the street. And about 1912, with the cinema had left. And today, an old picture of James Square. The same square in the heavy snows of yesteryear, about 1959. Another view of the square. The Strathearn Herald newspaper printing machine, a Cossar, with Tom Lawson to the left, proprietor David Phillips, and myself as a very young apprentice. About 1956, the hot metal machine, a linotype in the Herald, with Charles McLean, foreman, operating it. The wooden batten at his feet is heavily burned. A previous operator would heat up several bricks and open the fire and warm his feet on them. Winters were very severe at this time. A rather mundane picture taken in Bank Street behind Frank Thompson's in the High Street. Some little boys with matches brighten up this place in 1962. This street was originally called Pudding Lane in 1820. Notice the two firemen at extreme top left. Another mundane picture, which another little boy with matches brightened up. This is an old and disused army signal centre behind McCarthy's Milk Bar in the square. This fire in James Square was at Adamson's Ironmonger, or Muir's Ironmonger, which had a paint shop that sold paraffin, fireworks and shotgun cartridges around 1963. Morrison's Academy fire. Loch turret with the house Ruad Vor mirrored in Loch. Another view of Ruad Vor, literally Red Big Gaelic. Inside, my friend John Harry and I having a brew up before it was inundated by waters of the reservoir. Ochtertyre Loch and observatory. With the telescope, notice the boulders inside the tripod to keep the telescope steady. Strowen Bridge, now demolished. Robbies Box railway crossing about 1963 with Barbara Duff teacher walking towards it. And today with Mrs. Campbell. Mrs. Chapman with Harrison Maxwell FRSA, we called him the Professor, at an archaeological dig near Gilmerton. Columba's Episcopal Church in the Perth Road. SAI Mill and Knock. Notice the mill has two water wheels. The mill has now been converted into flats. Park Manor it's called. The top of King Street looking up to the Drum in the Arms. Again, looking up King Street from the railway bridge in a bygone era. As it looks today. Cuthbert's, now Sweeney's the Barbers, East High Street. Comrie Street. The same street today, not much change. Alexander's office, Bluebird buses in the High Street. and the staff. Alexander's Park and some of the drivers, 1961. Jimmy Ray, bus inspector and provost. Some of the mechanics. Crieff Public School Commissioner's Suite. Care, cabinet maker and undertaker. A view of the old railway yard taken from our flat in King Street about 1949. It is now the local health centre and hospital. Turret Bridge. Notice the little boy at top left and man watching my attempts at sailing. Last train to Comrie from Crieff, 4th July 1964. Train at Trellis Bridge, Crieff, 1960. Steam engine leaving Crieff, 1935. Crieff engine sheds and turntable. The nearby Inner Purfleet Station and Comrie Station, 1958. Another train leaving Comrie. Crieff Station from Duckledge Bridge with Blue Crags and Bennyhone in the background, 1950. Now taken over by the local hospital, health centre and paramedics. The rail car which superseded the steam train. The River Erne, which runs to the south of the town, has been famous for its fishing. This is a 67-pound salmon found dead floating down the river in 1963, with John McCrory, now a doctor, looking on. The rod caught 47-pound cocked salmon caught by Willie Stewart, Crieff. The fish caught nowadays are very much smaller. This is at Dornoch Dam near Methil, 2009. The tramp Sandy Stewart, so-called Cock of the North, walked all over Scotland. Railway Home Guard. Highlandman sawmill with traction engine. And finally, some of the employees.